Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It is the Almighty Geoff, and we're here with episode 22, the finale of Life is Strange. In the previous episode, we kind of went through a nightmare sequence in Max's head after she messed up time to such an extent. And it appears that we have finally come back to our senses as to what will be the end of this game. Now, I'm sure some people already know what is about to come, some people don't know what's about to come, so basically, what I'm going to say now is there are two endings, and we're going to show both of them on screen. So I'm not going to say any more than that, and I'll explain everything else that I want to say in this episode at the end, basically. So without further ado, let's finish this.
Max, can you hear me? Please say something.
Chloe? I must have passed out.
Oh, thank God. Don't you ever do that again, okay?
I swear. But that nightmare was so real. It was so horrible. This is my storm. I caused this. I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything. And all I really created was just death and destruction.
Fuck all of that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me. Which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel.
True.
Without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing. Max. This is the only way.
Oh.
I feel like I took the shot 1,000 years ago.
You could use that photo to change everything right back to when you took that picture. All that would take is for me to...
Fuck that. No. No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me.
I know. You proved that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom. Look what she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even my stepfather deserves her alive. There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live. Way more than me.
Don't say that. I won't trade you.
You're not trading me. Maybe you've just been delaying my real destiny. Look at how many times I've almost died or actually died around you. Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me. I know I've been selfish, but for once, I think I should accept my fate. Our fate.
Chloe.
Max, you finally came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
Chloe. I can't make this choice.
No, Max. You're the only one who can.
And there we go. There's our ending. Sacrifice Chloe to stop the storm, by which that means going back into the picture and allowing Nathan to shoot her. Or not giving a shit, just tearing up the photo. let Arcadia Bay be destroyed, but we keep Chloe. Those are the two options there. Neither of which are good. One's obviously more moral than the other. Obviously, one life at the expense of many is not really a good moral code to stand by, but I understand that people like Chloe enough that they feel like, I mean, for some people, Chloe was Max's lover, and you've got to put yourself in Max's shoes. If you had to sacrifice the one that you loved to save a whole town, could you do it? Could you physically do that? And of course, it's hard to put yourself in Max's position in this point, because would you? Would you sacrifice an entire town just to save the one person that you love? Looking at it from a gaming perspective, you could kind of take yourself out of that and think, hang on, do I make the more moral choice? But if you're really invested in the game, you could think, Chloe's an actual person. Do I want to sacrifice her? And that is completely up to you. And the fact that they are making a second season of Life is Strange without including these characters obviously shows that your ending is your ending. There is no canon ending to this. So I'm going to show both endings anyway, but the choice that I'm going to stick with and consider that to be the choice I made, and I know there's going to be some hate about this, and it's very split 50-50. You'd think that after going through it, that when it shows the statistics at the end, you'd think, oh yeah, definitely more people chose to sacrifice Chloe, because I mean that moral code, sacrifice one to save many, but it's not. It is very, very close, if not practically 50-50 between the two. But for me, we're going to sacrifice Chloe.
Max, it's time.
Chloe, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this.
I know, Max, but we have to. We have to save everybody, okay? And you'll make those fuckers pay for what they did to Rachel. Being together this week, it was the best farewell gift I could have hoped for. You're my hero, Max.
Oh, Chloe, I'm gonna miss you so much.
I hate this bloody game.
I'll always love you. Now get out of here, please. Do it before I freak. And Max Caulfield, don't you forget about me.
Never.
Here we go. Yeah, thankfully the developers weren't cruel enough to make you go through that little section with the photo. Because how cruel would that be, let's be honest. Here we go.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
I hope you check the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me!
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
The goosebumps I just got then. I actually feel like dead numb. It's actually really, really weird. These cases are alright. Oh god. I feel terrible for Chloe's parents as well. Joyce and David. there we go. It's polarized. We'll go through the credits once we go through the second ending. But there you go, see, the choice is almost 50-50, isn't it? So sacrifice Chloe, 53% to 47%. Obviously I'll give my opinion on everything about this game and what's to come and all that in the future. So yeah, look, 4% of people didn't manage to get David into a scar. That is a 4% of completionists right there. If my fellow 4% ever watch this, you know, comment below. Brothers in arms. David killed Jefferson. Yeah. Saved the trucker, saved Evan, saved Alyssa, saved the fisherman, helped Joyce believe in David, told the truth about Rachel to Frank, kissed Warren. Yeah, well. Oh, look, 66% of people didn't change Joyce's mind about David. That's harsh, unless they just didn't talk to her, which is, of course, a possibility. But, yeah. Alright. There's the end. I'm just going to keep until that little message at the bottom comes across, because it is very important. Definitely, you know, check that link out if you do need someone to talk to. Alright, so we're going to, well, go back across to the end, so to the cliff. I'm going to do a quick cut here because it's just going to go through that entire, pretty much the start of the episode again. And I'm just going to do a quick cut to the choice again, so I shall see you there. Alright guys, we're back. So now the only other option is to pick the other one, which is sacrifice Arcadia Bay. So let's do it.
Max, it's time.
Not anymore.
Max, I'll always be with you. Forever.
There goes Arcadia Bay. Oh god, dead bodies. Ugh, that's weird. There we go. There's ending number 2. Right. Oh, I shouldn't have skipped the credits then, should I? Alright, well, fair enough. I'll just give my impressions right now. What a fantastic game Life is Strange is, honestly. Even though I've seen those endings countless times now, I still felt numb after sacrificing Chloe. You can tell though which the developers prioritised more. They thought more people would pick, and I believe like when the episode first came out, that was the most picked option for quite a lot of people, and then it kind of balanced out over time. Definitely the sacrifice Chloe ending got a lot more effort put into it, I feel like, but both of them were very well developed endings, I think, especially with the music over the end. Yeah, I'm really interested to know what you guys would have picked, honestly. In the description, you know, even if it's choices from some of the other episodes, I'd like to know what you guys would have picked at each different things and how your story would have turned out. But it does ultimately come to those two choices, regardless of everything that you've done. It is those two. Actually, let's go back and look at all of our choices. Look at the main ones, not bother with the side stuff. So just a bit of a recall. Reported Nathan, comforted Victoria, intervened to help out Kate, came out of hiding to intervene. So you guys should maybe look at this and then type in what you'd have picked, because I'm thoroughly interested in what you guys would have picked. Airtime told Kate to go to the police. We answered Kate's call. We didn't try to shoot Frank. We saved Kate. We blamed Nathan. We left the money. We kissed Chloe. We sided with Chloe. Kept Frank's dog from harm. Chloe's David's gun. Accepted Chloe's request. Stopped Warren from beating up Nathan. No one got hurt. Victoria believed your warning. And we sacrificed Chloe. So obviously there's a couple of things in there that I probably would have changed now that we know the full story. So maybe hiding the truth. I don't know if that would have made an impact on whether Nathan got in bad trouble with Jefferson. Maybe he'd survive it. We don't know. Of course, Victoria, the same. I'd stay the same. Same with Kate. Came out of hiding again. I feel that's the right choice. Told Kate to go to police. That was a good call. Again, with all of those, maybe except for the last one, of course, we probably would blame Jefferson with the hindsight, knowing that he's the main bad guy. Left the money, yeah. I'd stick with that probably. Kiss Chloe, yeah. Sided with David probably upon replay. I mean, actually, every time I say that I would have picked this one, I would have picked that one as well. But of course, I'm not, in an attempt to avoid spoilers, I won't pick anything that would seem too out of it to know what's too out of context that I wouldn't, that you think, alright, so there's obviously a benefit to siding with this person. I pretty much picked all the decisions that I did on my first playthrough of the game. So, yeah. Yeah, everything's the same with that. Everything's the same with that, obviously, except we probably wouldn't warn Victoria. Obviously, although it seemed like the right thing to do, and although it did create a friendship with the two of us, it ultimately ended to her in that timeline dying, because Jefferson killed her, didn't he? So, probably would have gone with didn't warn Victoria, and there's our decision there. So, what's coming next? Life is Strange Before the Storm, the prequel. Which revolves around Chloe before the events of Life is Strange, and apparently I think it's to do with her relationship with Rachel. All I've seen from it is trailers and gameplay before episode 1 was released. I've purposely avoided any content, any videos, anything like that, so the reaction to that will be legitimate, as if I was playing this for the first time. I'll be playing Before the Storm for the first time. I'm not even going to use a collectible guide. I'm going to do my best with that on my own. And if I miss any, go back and get them later on. Doesn't really matter too much, but I'm going to completely avoid any spoilers. And another big change is the fact that I'm no longer going to, and I'm probably going to do this across all series from this point, divide it up the way I have with this series. Basically, this channel, game slot, is going to become a multiple choice playthrough kind of thing. So we're going to do Before the Storm, the 2 episodes that have been released out of the total of 4, but 3 and 4 are released at the same time. So that's going to be split into 2 anyway. But I'm going to do an episode per episode, if you get what I mean. So, as most YouTubers actually do. So I'm going to do episode 1 of Before the Storm, as in the actual gameplay, all in one. So that might mean it come out to about 2 or 3 hours but I really want to do it like that from now on. And I'm going to do the same for when we do the Walking Dead series, which we'll do after Before the Storm, and then for the Batman Telltale series, which I'll do after The Walking Dead. So that's the plan for that. Episodes are going to be significantly longer, but I think it'll work. I think it should work. It's just time I need to set for myself rather than these 30-minute slots. Just try and get a really big period of time where I don't have anything to do and then blitz through one of those episodes. So you're going to get 2 episodes of Life is Strange Before the Storm, the 2 that have already been released, and then we'll move on to The Walking Dead for the time being until episode 3 and 4 be released, and then we'll finish off Before the Storm. There we go. Like I said, absolutely fantastic game. I'd love to know what your choices were, and I hope you guys really stick around for Before the Storm. I know maybe if a few people, if you jumped on board, realised, well, he's not reacting very emotionally to any of these. Like I said, I've played through this game many times, and to be honest, the only reason I'm playing through it again is because I want to play Before the Storm, and obviously with that needs some context for the people who haven't played it, so that you can follow the story along with that. So just playing through in chronological order, really. But we've rendered this up pretty much to 30 minutes. We're a couple of minutes short there, but yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series. If you did, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and also be sure to share the video, and I'll see you guys in episode 1 of Life is Strange Before the Storm. Bye guys.
Everything changes.